factorization by grouping. In this case, we usually have 4 terms, and each group has a common factor. When we do these sums, we need to pay attention to the middle sign. In this case, the middle sign is positive. We factorize each group. The first group has a common factor of A. The sign in the middle is positive, so we bring it down. And in the second group, we have a common factor of D. Once we have factorized the common factor from each group, you should notice that there is a common factor in brackets. Thus, we take out B plus C, and what remains is A plus D in brackets. Similarly, for the second example, again we have A as the common factor plus D is the common factor, and once again we have a common factor in brackets, that is B minus C. Leaving us A plus D in brackets. We must now pay attention to the last 2 examples. In the first group, we have a common factor of A, giving us B plus C in brackets. Now the sign in the middle is negative. We need to put a negative here, and the common factor here is D. Now what remains in the brackets should be the same as the first term in the brackets, which is B plus C. Thus we have B plus C is the common factor and A minus D in brackets. We must take note that when the sign in the middle is negative, then we are factorizing out a negative term. But when the sign in the middle is positive, we should be taking out a positive term. Similarly, for the last example, A is a common factor and B minus C in brackets. The sign in the middle is negative, so we are bringing out the common factor, negative D. And what remains in the brackets should be the same as the first part, so it must be B minus C. Now we will take a look at some examples. Factorizing the first group will give us A bracket B plus C. Notice that there is already a B plus C in the rest of the terms. Therefore, the factor here is 1. B plus C is common, and the remainder is A plus 1. In the second example, A is common. Taking out A will give us A plus AB plus 1. The sign in the middle is negative. We bring out a negative common factor, which is C. And what we have in brackets must also be AB plus 1. In the last example, 2C is common. Taking out 2C, we have 2b minus c in brackets. In the second group, 3 is the common factor. The sign in the middle is negative. And we should have also 2b minus c in brackets. Factorizing out 2b minus c, we have 2c minus 3 in brackets. We will now take a look at